Hey everyone, Matt Vasgersian here. Welcome to MLB The Show 19.
We'll come from an explosion in the sky. One day there was nothing, and the next there was life. And all the rivers and the mountains and the sun and the moon, and then all of a sudden it's a cloud of doom. It's a trap, and there's no.
Live from the banks of the Ohio, we welcome you to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. This evening, we've got a matchup out of the NL Central Division between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. Albert Almora, the National League's batting leader, continues his campaign for a batting crown. Next. Luis Castillo is on the mound for the Reds in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you know, the key for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Settling in now, Chris Bryant. Lifetime in this matchup, just 3 for 14. And he lays off there 1-0. Bryant stands at an impressive 6'5", swings the bat and throws right-handed. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Inside and low, 2-1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners. You start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
Stepping into the box, Anthony Rizzo. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. Schebler ranging back to the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. It's the Cubs 0 with the Reds coming to bat. Kyle Hendricks is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
And here's Jose Peraza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that misses ball 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of...
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. He'll get it into second.
And This might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Looking at his career totals, Winker has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting how this offense goes about it. Are they going to go after him early? Are they going to sit back and take, hope he doesn't have his secondary stuff, and drive his pitch count up? You have to find ways. You can't just throw your bats out on the field and think you're going to score runs off a premier guy.
Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
The third baseman, Eugenio.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
The 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swinging a ground ball to third. And not in time as the run scores. And now is Yasiel Puig, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. And that's in there, base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
The second baseman.
Striding into the box, Derek Dietrich. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
A ball and a strike now. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Pulled toward right center field. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now to the plate, Scott Schebler. And now the Reds look to push more across the plate in the opening frame. Hayward is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Here's Javier Baez. In his career against this pitcher, he's got 5 base hits in 17 at-bats. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Baez enters the day with a slugging percentage in the 460s, a number he can be proud of. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this one bounds around against the wall. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
That is it.
This is exactly what you want to do when you've gone down by 2 runs. Answer the bell. So he leads off the next inning and gets them going with a double. Now if they can scratch a run or 2 across this inning, they'll be right back in this one.
In now, Mike Moustakas. This will chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. Baez leads off second with nobody out. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. High in the air and deep down the line in left. Winker sprinting after it, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The 1-2. Check swing in the dirt, but he went around. Barnhart is after it, but the throw is not in time. Moustakas reaches on the strikeout. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He's had a phenomenal year at the plate, entering this August contest as the league's batting average leader.
I've never been in this position in my career before. I wonder if he's counting games down. You certainly want to walk away at the end of the year with a batting crown.
Down and away, ball one. And while he's cultivated one of the league's best batting averages, the pace has slowed down ever so slightly in recent days. He's hitting under 300 over his last 10 games.
Yeah, the last 10 games he's certainly treading water right now. But if you can mix in that knock when you don't feel great at the plate, the track record says he's going to get hot again, and when he does, watch out.
And while he's been one of the best at the plate all year, his recent numbers have brought him back down to earth a bit.
Yeah, he's running into the dog days.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
The right fielder.
So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
1 ball, no strikes the count. First and second here with nobody out. Fastball well outside. His career numbers in this matchup, he's gone just 2 for 13. Two and 0 pitch on the way. 2-1 to count. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
1-1 to count. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not on that one. Very close, but it's to 2-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Popped up. Votto in foul ground. 1 out.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And guys, I want you to think back to our pregame meeting with the manager before this one. The one thing he kept preaching to us is that they got to play better defense. Coming off last game, they made 3 errors in that one. They're going to have to clean it up and give themselves a better chance to win this game on the defensive side of the ball.
He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. The double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. So stepping in, Kyle Schwarber, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
1-1 to Schwarber. Schwarber, an Ohio native. He was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
Here's the 1-2 down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. The set and the 1-2 and another foul ball. From the stretch, the 1-2. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead. Digging in, Tucker Barnhart. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. The pitch. Popped him up. Contreras over to his right. He's got it 1 away.
Batting done. The pitcher.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Luis Castillo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. One and two, the count to the Reds pitcher.
The count is 1-2.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Count even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2.
Batter number 9.
Back to the top of the order now, and digging into bat next, it'll be Jose Peraza. In there, 0-1. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is foul right side. 2 out, nobody on. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Bryant. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd. No balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. And it's fouled away. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
Number 44.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The batter, number 9.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. So he's aboard following the 2-out base hit, and here in the penultimate month of the season, look up that word in your summer homework, kids. It's time to check out the league leaders in team batting average. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category, and in fact lead all of baseball as well. Striding in once again, Mike Moustakas. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Comes set, the 0-1. And the fastball sails on him, and that gets away. And over to third now is the runner. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third, so the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
3-1.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
And he fouls this one off. Ready with the payoff pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The center fielder.
So in now for Chicago, Albert Almora. He singled his last time up. From the stretch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Puig is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great. Stepping into the box, Jesse Winker as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Jesse
Winker is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
That was a well-executed pitch right there. Change up, down and away, but he just got beat with it. Nice job to flip it the other way into the outfield for an opposite field base hit.
And perfect execution there as the hit and run yields a base hit.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Falls hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get to third.
0-2 the count to Suarez. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to Rizzo at first, and they get them both. Ready now for Cincinnati. Yasiel Puig, runner in scoring position with 2 down. Fastball in there for a called strike. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Puig hits a little over the 270 mark. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Reds leave 1 as they're unable. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
leading off for the Cubs.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He's yet to get into the hit column in the series. 0 for 7. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Not to minimize the hit here because it was a double all the way, but the wheels kind of came off defensively, and he's on third because of a bad throwing miscue.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Comes set with the 0-1, and he takes this one high, 1-1.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. Hayward, the runner at third with no outs. A bullet to first base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Up next for the Cubs, the pitcher.
Stepping in, Kyle Hendricks. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. In to score from third, the tying run.
Left fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
we're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Slider finds the zone for a strike. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. Bryant to the opposite field. Back goes Puig at the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Into the box, Derek Dietrich picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance.
Derek.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball called strike 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Scott Schebler. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. At the plate, Tucker Barnhart. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. Into the corner and slicing foul. That misses 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. This is line to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Behind 0-2 now. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati through 4. Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
44.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Rizzo.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Hit in the air out to center field. Schebler giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Javier Baez. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Hit the other way out toward right field. Puig's got a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
Number 5, Albert.
At the plate, Albert Almora. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Has a look, now the pitch. Ball 1. Moustakas leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. This one's flared toward left center. In there, a base hit. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Stepping in now, Jason Hayward, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. And that gets him on the mound. No chance to make a play. Let's see if he's okay out there. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Comes set, the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Hit back toward the mound. He'll come home with it, and they get the force at home. Whatever works as the side is retired. Cubs. So digging in now, Jose Peraza, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first.
The shortstop, Jose Peraza.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Runs up and gets this one down. On the barehanded attempt, gets by him here, and that ought to go as a bunt single. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Number 33.
In now for the Reds, Jesse Winker. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. The 0-1 on its way. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. 2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And they take the lead. It's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And it stakes the Reds to a 4-2 lead.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
In is Joey Votto now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. Moustakas is there on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The third baseman, number 7.
So one away here with the bases empty, and into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. And that's the second out. Into the box now, Yasiel Puig. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And a fastball's in there for strike one. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-hole hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Lays off 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a curveball swung on and missed, and a great call there as the inning is over. But the Reds do push across. Jared Hughes takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 48, Jared.
Victor Caratini will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th. Caratini stands 6'1" and hits from both sides of the plate. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded foul off to the left near Brian Butterfield in the third base coaching box. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. He'll try again. 1-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And the pinch hitter is retired here. 1 away.
Now batting.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Ready with the 0-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep.
If you don't eat a meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. Number 26 for him on the season as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now. Here's Chris Bryant now as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. slider laid off for a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
This one softly hit and fouled off to the left, and that moves the count to 1-2 now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Hit sharply on the ground. And there's his first base hit in this one.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Zach Duke comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
David Bodie will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. He's running. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag. That's wide, 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Hits this one hard the other way. And there's out number 2. So a runner at third. 2 men are out. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field.
If you don't eat the meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
2 runs on the board after the home run by Javi Baez. Number 10 for him on the year. As they will take the lead here, it's now a 5-4 ball game.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Now batting, second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Standing in now, Mike Moustakas. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, he's a 9-year major league vet. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Duke features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Ready with the 0-2. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now at the plate, Albert Almora. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses for ball 1.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Fouled away. 2-1. 3 runs already home here. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Puig. He gets there to make the catch, and David Bodie will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Alex Claudio enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
David.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line, but speared on the hop. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And that brings up Scott Schebler. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Grounded back up the middle. Moustakas has it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping up now, Tucker Barnhart. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. 0-1 the count.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. And the ready now, Jason Hayward. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
The right fielder, Jason Hayward.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Schebler racing back.
If you don't eat a meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and it's now 6-4.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Wandy Peralta comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
And batting in the 8th, number 53.
Into the box, Wilson Contreras, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Oh, and he botches it. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hit streak. Nice job.
You know, Dero, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field.
If you don't eat the meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
So it's a 2-run shot for Matt Kemp. 3rd home run for him on the year, and they double him up. It's 8-4. Schwarber will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss on a ball inside. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Base is empty here with nobody out. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Digging in to try it again. Chris Bryant, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here comes the first pitch. And that's down into left center for a base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. In now, David Bodie. Popped him up. Therefore, it is Votto. 2 away now.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Javier Baez. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory. Mike Montgomery gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
38, Mike Montgomery.
Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Therefore, it is Baez, and he's got it for the first out.
The batter, number 9.
Now in the box, Jose Peraza. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Hit in the air out to center field. Almora in pursuit. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The left fielder, number 43.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jesse Winker. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around. Baez ranging to his right. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Reds are down in order. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Raisel Iglesias will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Number 26.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The center fielder,
coming to the plate now, Albert Almora. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher, you could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
The 3-1 pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now
coming to the plate now, Jason Hayward. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Peraza camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
The catcher, number 40. Wilson.
Digging in, Wilson Contreras. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias, he's 0 for 8. First offering on its way. Slider finds the zone for a strike. Almora, the runner at first with 2 gone. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders. And this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Still 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Into the box now, Joey Votto. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The third baseman.
So striding in, Eugenio Suarez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Inside, ball
Lays off 1-0. One and one, here it comes. Hit high and deep to right center. Giving chase is Almora. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Number 66.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Yasiel.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. His head-to-head history with Montgomery, he's 0 for 5. A 1-1 count to Puig. One out and a runner on second base. 1-2 now. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. So striding forward now, Derek Dietrich. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 delivery. Fouled straight back. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Carl Edwards Jr. enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. Scott Schebler is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Dietrich at second with 2 down. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Kike Hernandez will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Career numbers with David Hernandez. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. The 1-0 delivery. Fastball well outside. And he fouls this one off. Hernandez, a former Dodger. He signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him. It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And a strikeout here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. First pitch coming, here it is. Down on the shins and missed with it, ball 1. A little late that time as he swings and misses for strike one.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Hit high and deep to right center. Schebler on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. That's wide, 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
3-0 to him now. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Schebler is after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Craig Kimbrel takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 46.
At the plate, Jose Iglesias. He'll begin things against Craig Kimbrel, who tries to close the door in this one.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
The catch is made on the mound, and that's the first out. Ready for another chance? Curt Casali. He flew out in his last at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
And he misses there, 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. The Reds down to their last strike.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And the train just keeps rolling down the track. That's win number 100 on the season. And they've got as good a chance as anybody to win the whole thing. You better watch out for these guys.
8-5 tonight. The Chicago Cubs get their 100th victory of the season, best in the division. Not a surprise. Kyle Hendricks earns win number 15 on the year. Craig Kimbrel records the save, his 46th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First one.
Twisted Sundays is about to be epic.
Look, I get it rocking like a cradle. I never sold, but I was able to see my partners make the rope.